To the channel. My name is Khanstens, and today we are back at it with another professional matchup of Starcraft 2. On the bottom right hand corner of Romanticide LE we have Cure. And on the upper left hand corner of Romanticide LE we have none other than SERRAL. It is going to be a CVT matchup, if you guys couldn't tell. Yeah, I know, right? You guys couldn't tell it was CVT. I know. I'm just that good. But I mean, SERRAL, he needs no introduction. I mean, I would say the greatest player right now. Zerg Imba here, Zerg Imba. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Cure definitely, I'd say top 5 in Terrans. Yeah, top 5. I would say here. Let me see how much. I would say Maru, TY, Innovation, Cure. I'd put him at 4. Yeah. Okay, so 4 out of 5. That's pretty good, but SERRAL is the number 1 Zerg. But I mean, Cure is definitely more than capable of taking out SERRAL. I mean, let's just be honest here. What separates the best Terrans, what separates the best players is very, very marginal. It's a very small difference. It's just small key differences that sometimes can make or break the game, you know? But I think Cure can beat him. Cure is a fantastic player. I mean, he plays like a Maru style with his bio, which I absolutely love and adore. I mean, there's not much that can go wrong with this guy. I mean, he's just an absolutely fantastic player. Is this his first time on the channel? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's been on the channel before. But it looks like a pretty standard game from now, you know. SCV, hard at work, building his command center, while Zerg just morph. Anyways, I want to use this time as a part of like a intermission type thing. Let you guys know that I do stream on Twitch. If you guys don't know, I stream 2 days a week. Those 2 days I usually put on my Instagram. I'll put a link in the description below to follow or stuff like that. A nice little blog from Engineering Bay. But yeah, if you ever want to join my live stream, say hi. You know, ask me any questions. You know, whatever. Also, I am going to be casting viewer submitted matchups. So if you guys are interested in sending me your replays, go ahead and send it to my Gmail. I put it in the description below. Is he going to get that drone? Oh, he was so close. I'll put it in the description below, so you can send me your replays. Just give me like a description of like, I don't know, what it is. Like, actually, you don't need to give me a description. Just give me a replay. Well, highlight it. Be like, if it's a cannon rush, be like cannon rush, or crazy game, or like all in, or something like that. You know, it's got to be a good matchup. You got to do something crazy. You know. But anyways, before I start self-promoting myself, let's get back into the game here. Looks like SERRAL just going for, I think. I mean, the Roche warrant should be. You don't have enough information to tell you, but Cure is favoring that early 3rd command center build, which is actually very powerful. Cause if the Zerg does not get aggressive, it's very hard for them to punish it. Overlord in the corner as well. I don't think SERRAL saw what was going on here. Yeah, I mean, all he sees. I think he's gonna go in around the 4-minute mark. That's when usually most of the tech has been dropped. Oh, look at that. Well, exactly the 4-minute mark is when he'll actually enter the base. Isn't that crazy, guys? I'm just so good like that, you know? Here, 2 barracks into the factory into starport. SERRAL sees exactly what he needs to see. He sees his bio, and he's like, alright, boys. Let's do some damage. Brenda and Karen pushing back both of these race car boys. Well, SERRAL, he's just droning up. I mean, he's gonna be like what, 50 drones? 50 workers? Cure will be behind for a little bit because his other commands are just finished, but now that he has 3 CCs running, his SCV production will be pretty powerful. That'll be pretty good. But Bailiness has gone down for SERRAL as well, so it looks like he won't be building any Roche Warren. And he will be favoring that Ling Bane style, which means he probably will not go into Lurkers. Don't quote me on that, but I don't think he will be going to Lurkers. Probably Ling Bling Muta. Evolution Chamber for attack as well. Stim is on the way. Armory is on the way, probably for the Widow Mines, because they get that cloak. Kira's just going to start making every unit that starts with M. You know, Marine, Marauder, Medevac, Mine, Missile Turret. But honestly, it looks like a pretty standard game. Both players are respecting each other. They're like, hey, I respect you enough to not cheese me, and you respect me enough to not cheese you, right? But Kira's probably going to go around as soon as, the second medevac finishes. Get the 16 Marine drop. Push out. That's not 16. That's not 16. Whatever. 14 Marine drop anyways. And go do some damage. Bane speed is not finished yet. I mean, it kind of just started. So I don't know if he's going to get much done with this, but it looks like it is just going to be a creep clearing squad. Also, he has a Widow Mine speed upgrade on the way as well. SERRAL has a lot of units right now. Kira's kind of just going to sit on the edge of the creep, maybe pick off a tumor or two, but he doesn't want to take too much damage. One Baneling hit right now can be substantial, because if he loses this creep clearing army, that is actually a lot of damage, because he loses a lot of his presence on the map. But he's actually getting a lot of damage on this hatchery here, which I did not expect. SERRAL has a good amount of units, but he will bleed a lot if he goes for it. Here, ever so slightly. Just look at his amazing micro, guys. It's just absolutely fantastic. Can he pick off Queen? It was close, but a lot of the units are getting low on hit points. Oh, nice target fire as well. Loses 2 Jimmies, and he does successfully run out of there, but he has mines to the back of this. SERRAL's Baning speed is almost finished as well, +1 armor. I'm surprised he didn't go for double evo. Looks like it is going to be the Spire. I knew it. See, I knew it. Bling Bling Muta. It's the way to go right now in 2020. It's just so powerful. 1-1 has now started for Kira as well. I mean, SERRAL's going to have the edge there, but you really need that as a Zerg player, because once 1-1 finishes, you know Kira's going to go for a pretty hefty attack. A lot more transfuses on that hatchery right there. Kira going to try to dive into the main base, but SERRAL does see that, and he sends a bunch of lings. Can he get some kills with the Widow Mine? Oh, nice Widow Mine connection. Well, the second one was not able to retarget. I guess gets a few kills there. One more Widow Mine. He gets a couple drones. I mean, that's not bad. But he does come back in for the drop. He's going to pick off an Overlord. The Overlord has been haunting him and just been staring at him menacingly. Another Widow Mine drop. Oh my gosh. Kira's being relentless with all these Widow Mine drops. He does pick up those Marines as well. SERRAL actually doing a really good job defending all of these attacks. Oh, another Widow Mine drop. Kira's playing like Maru right now, which I kind of like, to be honest with you. I mean, if you look at the units lost, SERRAL has lost more, but then again, he's only killed 6 drones, which is not very substantial. The Zerg can easily, you know, make that up. He's on 85 workers, but as soon as these mutas pop out, these mine drops are going to be pretty useless. Another one coming in as well. He drops 2, drops 3. Picks off a couple more drones. He's going to drop off 1 more. That one will not hit. Another 4 drones for a medevac, and that's okay. Did you see the Spire? I actually don't know if he saw the Spire. I don't know what. Oh yeah, he saw it. He's ready for it. Missile turret is being built in all of the bases as well. So I mean, I'm surprised he's still going for these Widow Mine drops. So with the mutas out, I think this medevac just might die. I think it's dead. Is it dead? Mutas, are they gonna turn back? I guess not. SERRAL's feeling happy today, or nice today. Banelings are being morphed on the left side of the map. He's going to try to go for... Whoa, that looks like a very juicy mineral line. But he does have a kind of a supply depot wall here. I mean, kinda. Also, he's got 2 Jimmies protecting it. Here. No. Oh my gosh. Oh my lord. You know, that could have been worse. He could have lost all of these guys. No, yeah, that could have been worse. He lost 13 workers, but that could have been a lot worse, honestly. But now the wings come in for the final cleanup duty. But Kira does see that. He sends the rest of his army in. But he'll get that dealt with soon enough. +2 attack, also one way, along with +1 attack for air. So Kira definitely, I'm surprised he's not going for +1 melee. I mean, usually you want to go for that melee just for those lanes and banes. Which is very interesting. Did he forget it? I don't think he forgot it, because he got +2, right? Okay, there we go. Looks like he did forget it. That's not good. That's definitely not good. But as you can see, Kira, he's almost taken like half of the map, you know? That's the thing with Ling Bling Muta. You can take over so much of the map, but you want to stay away from those Big Daddy Thors. 2 or 3 Thor hits and your entire Mutaflog just dissipates, you know? It's just gone at that point. It's just not even living. But SERRAL, he's too good to let that happen, you know? He's phenomenal with his Muta control and also macroing at home, which is very hard to do. I would say Mutas and Phoenixes are probably the hardest units to use. I don't know what's harder. I think Phoenixes are harder because you actually have to lift up. But I mean, they're both very hard to use because you both have to be very active with them. But maybe Mutas, because Mutas, you know, they heal up so you can do constant harass. Phoenixes kind of have to get low enough, you know, you might want to back off for a little bit, let the shields heal. But I don't know. I mean, both of them are pretty good. Widowmine, he does not see it. Oh my gosh. SERRAL taking 2 big Widowmines to the face and then takes a Thor shot as well. That did not go too well for him. He took a couple hits there. How many Mutas have we gone down already? 6 Mutas. That's not too bad. But units lost have evened up a lot more. I mean, it's only like 300 difference. Yeah. Excluding gas. 200 with gas, but anyways. It's pretty even at this point. +3 armor on the way. +3 attack for infantry on the way as well. +3 for infantry is so freaking good. Like, some players don't realize how good it is. Since Marines shoot so fast, it is so good. Because for every 1, I think they do like 5 damage, right? Per shot. Originally. And then you get +3 and they do 8 damage per shot. And they shoot so fast, it's like, if you don't get those upgrades, you're messing up. Nice splits there. A couple of those beefy Marauders taking a lot of those Banelings hits. But Kira, he's kind of being swallowed onto 4 bases. He needs to take a 5th base. He's on 4 bases, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 bases. He needs to take a 5th base. But SERRAL, constantly, he's like everywhere. He knows everything that's going on the map. It looks like he is going to take... Okay, that's what I thought. This one you can put a couple of tanks here as well to fortify this position. And it is a pretty good position to take. And like always, he is going for that Ultralisk transition. I don't know. Ultralisks are really powerful, but I feel like they get pooped on pretty easily. If you have the right units to deal with them, they honestly just get destroyed. Widowmine gets a couple of units. Free SCVs, line them up. But as you can see, SERRAL's creep spread is just so good, it's going to be hard for the Terran to get on his side of the map and actually, like, go unnoticed, you know? It would be basically impossible. But Kira is actually doing a really good job at banking on minerals. He's already got 3,000 in the bank. Well, SERRAL, he's actually out of gas. I think he has like 5,000 Banelings, which might explain that. He's making 12 more, so I mean, how many units does he actually have? 35 Banelings, you know. Good old 35 Banelings. But his bank isn't that much compared to Kira's. I mean, Kira's banking up a lot more. And with these beefy Marauders in the front, it's going to be hard for SERRAL to actually engage this properly. I mean, with the Marauders doing heavy damage and then splitting on the low ground as well. It's going to be interesting. Ultra does pop. Is it going to be picked off? The base is going to be picked off, that's for sure. I think. Or not. He didn't target fire it down, so... Oh, Marines. Nice Widowmine hit. Banelings coming in once again. As SERRAL, you don't want to fight off creep because honestly you would just die. But +3 armor just finished as well, so that is good for SERRAL. He's getting the Ultralisk speed, which honestly I haven't noticed much of a difference of. I don't know if you guys have, but it honestly, I feel like it's good. But I mean, it's not like... I think Ultralisk need a small little buff or something like that. I mean, they're good in like their niche against like Marines only, but that's about it. Against Protoss, they're pretty useless. I mean, Immortals shred them. I mean, if I see someone making Ultralisk against me, I kind of just laugh and I'm like, are you serious? Unless I'm like super far behind. But like, almost every Protoss composition has Immortals, right? Ouch. Even after defending that, those Banelings still got 11 SCVs. I mean, it is 85 workers, so SERRAL is on a lot of workers. But at the same time, he's slowly getting crushed by Kier. Kier has been defending almost every one of his attacks. All of the engagements have been really good for him. Yeah, he's been losing SCVs, but like, I wouldn't say that's that big of a deal because he can always make SCVs. He's on 1, 2, don't do math on a YouTube video. 5 bases. And he's supply blocked. Right? Is he supply blocked? He is supply blocked. 195 to 195. I don't think he knows. He doesn't know. I guess once that comes in and finishes, he'll be unsupply blocked as well. he started up more units as well. That's funny. And that base will be picked off now. Oh, actually, he came in with a bit of an army to defend that. And then Marauder in the front took like 15 link bites and still didn't die. Marauder, guys, good unit. And he is going to kill this base with the high yield gas. No extra gas for you, SERRAL. But Kier's bank slowly has gone away. Well, it wasn't that big of a bank anyways, but it has been depleted. And it's going back now, but anyways, SERRAL's on 84 workers to the 58 of Kier, but Kier does have lots of mules. He's probably dropping them right now. Where are they? Where are they? I don't see him. Let me just try to come in for an attack, but at the same time, Kier is slow pushing. Good Widow Mine connection on a lot of those banelings there. Took out a good chunk of them. The Thors are really good for tanking those baneling shots along with the Marauders, while the Marines do most of the damage. And at the same time, +3 attack is also on the way for air. How many mutas does he actually have? He only has 7 mutas. I'm surprised he's investing that much. He's getting a couple corruptors, I guess for the medevacs maybe? I don't really know. I'm surprised Kier hasn't gone for ghosts yet. No ghosts and no tanks, which is interesting to me. I feel like a couple of tanks or a couple of ghosts would be really good in taking out those ultras. And the tanks, of course, for sieging. But at the same time, it seems like SERRAL just keeps on bleeding out units. Let's look at the units lost again. Yeah. About 2,500 more gas and about like 5,000 more minerals. That's crazy. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. As we speak, more ultras are being picked up. That ultra's gonna die, and I think that other ultra's gonna die. No, he survived, but barely. But like, there's not much not that many units left here for Kier either. But at the same time, Kier didn't have that many units invested in there, and I feel like SERRAL's army was much bigger and much more expensive. Kier has some Marines and Marauders. I mean, which. But then again, Terran is supposed to be cost effective against Zerg. The Zerg strategy in this matchup, especially with this playstyle, is just keep throwing Banes. Basically, just keep throwing Banes and army at your opponent until they die. But SERRAL has currently been failing at that because he hasn't been able to pick off any bases. Sure, he's killed some SCVs, but Kier has just been defending perfectly each side. He's been hitting both sides at once. He killed the high yield base. SERRAL's gonna try to take that again. But at the same time, Kier is just slow pushing and doing so much damage. More mines are being planted as well. Here comes SERRAL with a big surround on all of the units. A lot of the army does go down. Banelings being picked off as well. Nice Widow Mine connections. Ultras in the front lines. And SERRAL, I think that's like the first battle he actually won. But he's off creep now. He doesn't want to chase too much off creep. A lot of Kier's army does survive as well. But he invested a lot of banelings there, and a lot of banelings did die. I mean, SERRAL's bank is basically gone. He has no bank. All he has is gas. At the same time, Kier is a little bit off as well, but Kier, he's maxed out. SERRAL is, if you look at the army supply, look at that. 136 to 96. Kier's army supply is just so much more since he doesn't have as many workers. Mules, good unit, guys, good unit. Bane's coming in along with the Ultras as well. Nice surround there, picking off a lot of the units, but those Ultras are pretty vulnerable, especially against so many Marauders. I don't think you want to chase that as SERRAL because you will get picked up, but another reinforcement army does come for Kier. I think he's going for the throat here. SERRAL just bleeding out so many units. Another Ultralisk goes down. Nice transfuses on the other Ultralisk as well. Can he pick off one more Ultralisk? No, he does run away. A nice ragtaggy part of Kier's army does survive as well. Both players on not even that much income. Honestly, I mean, they do have income, but like, they don't have that many units out. They just keep on continuously fighting. It's such a scrappy fight here. But SERRAL, he just keeps on bleeding out units. He doesn't have enough time. He doesn't have enough money to make those banelings, which are so existential with him defending this base. Corruptor is trying to pick off all those medevacs if they can. One Ultra does go down. Another Ultra goes down, and GG is called. SERRAL loses the match, and Kier is victorious. Amazing matchup. Oh my gosh, guys. That That was such a back and forth. I didn't know who was gonna win for the longest time. But then again, look at the resources lost. 12,000 roughly. That's just Terran. It's just so much more supply efficient. And SERRAL was just running out of banelings. He didn't have enough money to make any banelings at the end there, because he had to prioritize army. I mean, banelings are not cheap. That's one thing I like to point out. A lot of people say, "Oh, free banelings." No, no, no. Banelings are not cheap. If you don't have enough money and you make banelings, like, you'll screw yourself over. Because banelings are good, but they're only good in mass. Like, if you have like a few banelings against like a pretty decent army, it's not that hard to micro against them. But you'd rather have units like Lings and Ultras and Corruptors instead of just Banes. But anyways, Cure with an absolutely fantastic game. See, I told you guys, number 4 the best Terran, and he beat the number 1 best Zerg. It's so like lopsided. Oh, not that's the wrong word to use. It's so like easy for both sides because anyone can win because they're so damn good. Any player could win. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, smash that like button. I'm watching you guys. Smash that like button. Clicky click click. Clicky click 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 on the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, if you like my content, if you want to support me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.